Welcome back, everyone. We all know the story of the Devils season, and so much of this is looking ahead to the offseason, and in particular, the draft, and really where we'll be picking in that draft. So we wanted to break down the top candidates. As we know, we have a pretty good chance at getting one of the top 3 picks, and we've all heard the slogan, lose for Hughes. That is for Jack Hughes, 5'10", 168 pounds. He is part of the U.S. National Development Program. And then also listed here, we have Kakko, 6'2", 190, playing in the Finnish League, and Cozens, 6'3", 185 for the WHL and the Lethbridge Hurricane South. So tell us a little bit about each one of these players and really what you see in them.
Well, when you start with Jack Hughes, this kid is the real deal. They're seeing some of the best skating in a young kid next to a guy like McKinnon and just something like Johnny Gaudreau, and the way his agility, his edge work, his playmaking ability around the net, they're saying it's second to none. It's just, this kid's the real deal. If anything they say, maybe his size, maybe his his ability to stand some of the more physicality parts of the game. He's been injured a few times already, but this guy's going #1 overall. You talk to everybody. I haven't heard anyone yet say, you know what, if we have first overall pick, we may go with somebody else. No one is saying that, which is remarkable. So now you go to this guy right here, Kakko. After the World Juniors, he's crept right up, even to the point where some teams are like, geez, you know what? Wow, well, can he maybe threaten Hughes? But he's a sharpshooter. You know, something about these Finnish players, they're coming in and their ability around the net to pick corners is second to none. And this guy's 6'2", 194 pounds. He is going to make any team that drafts him, a real good, they're going to make him very happy. Now, this guy, Cozens, he can go anywhere between 3 and 6 is what I'm hearing. I put him on this one because, you know, Erica, he played in the Lethbridge. That's where I spent 5 years. So, you know me, I like to get love to the teams that I played on. But this kid, he's a centerman. He's big. He's 6'3". He can fit in very nicely on a lot of teams. And so it'll be interesting to see where he goes. And a lot of it happens, Erica, where these guys go, is based on their interviews, the combine. And when they have those one-on-one meetings with, in the case of some of the sports psychologists, how do they think the game? How do they react under pressure? Will dictate where some of these kids actually go when it really comes down to it.
That's a really great point, not just about what they do on the ice, but also that character and, of course, that identity that Coach Hines talks so much about. So here are the most recent NHL Draft Lottery odds. Again, this is all based on tonight's standings. The Senators still on top with a 49.4% at grabbing a top 3 pick. The Kings at 38.8 and the Devils 33.9%. Just to throw it out there, the Kings also in action later tonight, and they do have a game in hand on the Devils, just 1 point back. That draft will be held, the lottery will be held on April 8th. That's coming right up, right before the playoffs get underway. And Sal, these two teams, the Rangers and the Devils, we know they've had difficult seasons, but look at what is coming here in this 2019 draft. So many picks.
Yes, and it's, if you can, based on the season that you've had, you want to see that you have some draft picks that you can play with. Whether or not the Devils will keep all 3 of those second rounders is something to be seen. But if you can get a Jack Hughes, right, that's going to be very impressive. And then as we talked about, then you're going to hopefully maybe sign a Ferland as an unrestricted free agent, provide some protection from him. If you get a Kakko on the wing, maybe you're looking for a center. Maybe Pavel Zacha can take that next step up. Maybe you're going to see Patrick Aliash might be able to come in and maybe help him take over that second line centerman position. Or if you get another centerman like Cozens, maybe again you go with a strong, gritty winger like Ferland. So, you have a lot of this to be hopeful for and look forward to in the offseason.